We want every side to come together to attempt to take down the 100 side.
Man, they gotta
We want
understand,
all the
right?
smoke.
We go off the content.
Three, two, one. Hey there, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real. No capping. I'm your host, bringing you nothing but straight fire and authenticity. Today, we're diving into 12 rooms that I got to promote. The 100 ENT Showroom, hosted by Big Wack100. The Beehive Room. Love and R&B Room, hosted by the Queen of the 100 side, R&B. No Room for the Weak. No Mercy Room. Spin the Block Room. 100 ENT Jailbreak Squad Room. 100 ENT Solve Room. Petty Betty and Toxic Tanya Room. Dangerous Minds Room, hosted by Beast. Good Burger, hosted by Pitbull. Sleepless in LA, and many more. If you want to get closer or you want to be a part of the show, go to Clubhouse, follow one of these rooms, or you look for a room titled with Wack100. These particular videos all made possible by the one and only Wack100. Get ready to vibe with me as we explore the hardest topics that need some real recognition in the streets. Let's jump right into it and show some love to this channel by hitting the like and or subscribe button. So, without further ado, hold it down. One mic on Wack.
The B-2 Spirit Stealth Bomber designed to be highly undetectable by radar, primarily through a combination of aerodynamic design and radar-absorbing materials. Its unique flying wing shape minimizes radar reflection, and its special iron ball paint absorbs radar signals. The engines are also cleverly concealed within the wings to further reduce radar and heat signatures. The B-2 can perform attack missions at altitudes of 50,000 feet, 15,000 miles is drop. It has an unrefueled range of more than 6,000 nautical miles, right? So that's 6,900 miles. It can fly. It can fly for more than 10,000 nautical miles, which is 12,000 miles with one mid-air refueling. The bomber can drop conventional and thermonuclear weapons, 8, such as up to 80 500-pound class MK-82 GPS-guided bombs, or 16 2,400-pound B-83 nuclear bombs. The B-2 is the only acknowledged in-surface aircraft that can carry large air-to-surface standoff weapons in a stealth configuration.
We got submarines that
Listen,
do just the same shit.
that nigga done moved everything into place. So really what he done did is, like, I know y'all can get out. We gonna make sure you don't exist ever in life. What's your move? So it all depends on, they can't neutralize our shit. If they can neutralize our shit, over us. But this why we stay in everybody's waters.
Right.
That's
This
facts.
why we got bases in everybody's countries. See, they got to get over here. Ain't no Russian base in Canada.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? But nigga, we sitting right there. You know what I mean? So he really doing some bully shit, and I believe the threat gonna come from what's already here, Drewby.
Right.
Them niggas trying to put something in the air on us, they know it's slim to none. If they do it, we there to launch some shit. We got battleships, nigga, that's in their waters that they can't stop.
Right.
But guess what? They've been sitting here, over here in Minnesota, or wherever they at, putting together whatever devices they can put together to attach to them and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to remember, Americans are the weakest when it comes to the mentality of dealing with being attacked, because we're not used to being attacked.
That's a fact.
It'll cause all kind of ruckus on this. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, man.
That's the threat, is you don't know who your neighbors are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Timothy McVeigh drove a truck with a trailer full of manure, detonated that in the parking lot, pulled the whole building down.
Dang.
Right? That's what he did.
Them
So if he
sure
can do
did.
that, if he can do that, right? Our parking lots ain't that much secure.
That's a
Parking
fact.
lot is a parking lot. You know what I'm saying? So it
Right.
don't take much to like do some type of damage. You know what I'm saying? You got some shit going on at the Barclays Theater, the Barclays Arena. There's some other shit going on over here in Times Square. They didn't wire this shit up. They didn't got shit sitting in parking lots. There's some other shit going on down here in D.C. And at midnight, 3:30 in the afternoon, simultaneously, nigga, shit get to going off. Yeah, it caused some pandemonium. It caused some shit. So I think we kind of like not worried about what they gonna do from where they at, to worry about what they gonna do from what's already here.
Right.
That's the worry. And then you got the chemical warfare. Niggas going over there to, you know, goddamn Georgia and tank the water. And we look up and we got 5,000 people dead because they showered in it.
Damn.
This kind of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? These niggas
Right.
be playing different type of games. It don't take much. We look up and see on the news, nigga, the water was tainted. And all of a sudden, this many people died. And then we got a trailer that went off and that had pulled down and shit the Sears Tower in Mother Chicago. And then we got some shit that then went off downtown LA. It may not be a nuclear weapon, but that type of shit will shake the shit out of the U.S.
That's a fact.
It's letting you know we here and you couldn't stop it. You might can find us. If you find us, because half these people they find, I think it'd be capped just to make it look like they found somebody.
Right.
Hell yeah.
On some real shit. I think it'd be capped. You know what I'm saying? I think they don't be really finding them people. They gotta blame something. They can't make it seem like we couldn't figure it out. So yeah, that's the shit. Am I with Droopy though? Do I think something gonna happen? Yeah. Something we doing too much. I think we going to the extreme. Like I don't know. Why did the nigga launch on Iran?
I'm trying to figure that one out, man. Oh my
Hey,
goodness. I don't
why did he launch on Iran?
Well, they trying to say pretty
Because of
much
Israel.
the uranium levels were like reached 60%, and I said that they said like the next level, I guess once it reaches like 90%, it could be like military grade or weapons. It wouldn't be civilian grade nuclear like potential to power like some nuclear shit. So allegedly they went in and got like the places where the uranium was so they could destroy that and they won't have like that power
So
for
did they
nuclear.
ask Iran to what did they ask
Yeah,
them to
the
to do
origin
something?
the original agreement, Wack, was for them not to do that during the and I guess they had like a discussion on how to bring peace to, and whenever that 9/11 shit happened. So they pretty much said, like, in exchange for resources, you guys can't develop any nuclear anything. And so that was their, agreement, and they've been doing it on the low all this time. And I think I was told yesterday, someone on the stage has said that we've paid them out upwards to $150 billion since that time. After the initial agreements not to do nuclear weapons after
But you
9/11
but you
and all
know what's
that.
crazy? This ain't had nothing to do with America. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
This ain't had nothing. This was no. This was Iran and
Israel.
Israel.
Israel. They was going. They was going. They was Israel had done fired some missiles to knock down they air base. President Trump got involved. They had a conversation, but I think Trump got mad at the response. They said, "Well, don't quote me on
Like
this."
America should better not get involved, pretty much.
They were saying something about, you know what I mean, if they don't do something, you know what I'm saying, we could, I can't remember verbatim, but they were saying that Trump got mad after that the next day, you know what I'm saying, the nigga did a nuclear strike. He got involved. he got involved. They had a conversation because it was Israel and Iran going back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it ain't.
I don't remember exactly what the fuck
Remember
was
we
going
listened
on.
to him address this. Remember he addressed us the other day in regards to why he did it, and one of his main things I remember him saying was death to America, death to Israel. He was saying like, you know, this is what these people want, and God bless us, and hopefully this and this and that, and we come, you know, we bring peace and all that. And I was just kind of like, what is really going on here? Remember I was talking about the Bible the other day? I ain't gonna get into that right now, but I do feel like a lot of these people are just trying to fulfill these prophecies in this Bible, because Iran in the Bible is supposed to go after Israel. Very interesting, and it's happening right now.
Did the Bible say America needed to come in and help?
Girl, but they did say that it'll be four nations that'll get together and try to take down one.
What is Israel's and Iran's initial beef?
I have no
Religious.
idea.
It's literally
Oh,
biblical.
they've been
It's
beefing for
literally
a
biblical.
long
Yes,
time.
it's all
Long time.
So,
biblical.
so
Um,
is this tied to, is Iran trying to be the big brother for the Palestinians?
All right, here it goes.
Hmm?
So,
Talk
Somebody
to
said
him, Lab.
something.
so, I, so, Iran is like
Mm-hmm.
when you have these little terrorist groups that go and do shit. Iran funds them. All right, they can go to Iran
Okay.
for funding. They own that same type time. They always have been.
Hamas,
Right. Right.
Hamas, and all. Okay.
Now, remember, during the Gaza and Israel war, who was funding Hamas? Iran.
Iran.
Right.
Okay.
So, eyes up. Now, you can still go back farther than that. During the Iranian-Iraqi war, right? They was backing them too against us, right? We just ain't go over there and f- them up all the way. They got a big chunk of land. They're not a small country. Right? They're not like a right. They got a big chunk of land. They got some mass on them. They can hide well. That's really why we
Okay.
can't get to them. They be hiding good. That's where the term. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna go there. But they hide well, right? They go underground and shit. Anyway, but so when they when they go against Israel, they're going against us because that's our ally, right?
Oh yeah, I know that part, but I'm just, so basically Iran is the big brother to these small terrorist groups. So anything to
Bingo.
attack America, so anything to attack America or Israel, they have fun. So like Hamas is, I don't want to consider them a small gang, but if United States went up against Hamas, it wouldn't be nothing without the backing of Iran. So Hamas wouldn't have been able to do what they did in Israel if they didn't have the backing of Iran. So that's why Israel is like, we're not gonna, we're done fighting the little brother. We're about to go at the big brother because he's the one that's causing all this trouble. So once Israel said we're going at the big brother, both of them fighting, um, United States is like, that's our brother on the other side of town. Our brother on the other side of town, you're not gonna do nothing to him.
Bro,
And so
they
now United
conflict
States,
started back before that. Like they conflict basically starts from ideology. You know what I'm saying? In like the early '80s, they were allies and actually were working together at some point before that. They just basically under the new regime, kind of like you could call it almost like a Muslim extremist or the Islamic extremist or whatever. And they on their side, and then Israel represents basically the Semitic group, the
right?
Jewish group. So like the ideologies just basically conflict. They fighting for two different things in the world, so like that's where the
Yeah.
big conflict happens. It's literally just that. It was like they just deemed them like Iran, but I think it was 79 when we was reading it. Iran basically had some new leadership take over, and that leadership deemed Israel as like a threat to, like, going forward for what they want the world to be. So that's basically
Yeah,
that.
I
That's
know
how that
they've been
started.
fighting. Yeah, I know they've been fighting for years, but I'm just saying this immediate situation right here where America feels like they had to step in. So basically, it's like Israel saying we're tired of all of this. We about to strike y'all right now, and then United States said if you mess with our brother over there, we gonna come and do some damage.
Israel is
Our,
saying they're striking because they're this close to creating a weapon of mass destruction that would take them up off of the map because they're right directly next to them. So Israel, like we have no more time to wait. We've been asking
okay,
the United States to strike them for years. They've been wanting to strike for years. So they've been asking us for permission pretty much to strike for years. We just under the Trump administration is the first time to give them actual, a green light to strike. Some people say like it's because they was enriching uranium to make nuclear weapons. Some people say it's for other reasons, like control of other different resources and chess, like kind of how they were saying about the war in Iraq. You know how it'd be like the shit be for a whole
yeah,
nother reason, but they'll mask it as this. Just like,
right.
Bush, he wanted to go get revenge for his daddy. So he'll say it's weapons of mass destruction or some shit like that. So all the same shit.
So,
That nigga
so is
Brock trying
that
to be
Obama?
president. My
Mm-hmm.
bad, go ahead.
Was it Obama? Was it Obama that gave Iran the money? That the peace treaty where we'll give you so much money not to create nuclear weapons? Was that the deal that people are talking about?
Yeah.
Was it
I thought it was I thought they were saying, yeah, I guess it would have had to been Obama era. Because they
It
were
was
saying
after
the
nine
Clintons was
11.
responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wait,
they were
here we
saying the
go
Clintons
again with
were
this
responsible for it.
not
But let
to
me let me double check.
okay?
wait. Now it's coming up again. This paying people not to do, not to enrich this uranium or not to get these nuclear. Like, so we cleared it up earlier. I thought it wasn't because I know Tara has said that it was, the money was to pay for them not to do it. And I believe, it was also said that the money was for, it wasn't for that. So was it for that, Devious? I'm
Oh
just trying
yeah,
to
it
get a
was
clear
That's what I
Obama.
understanding.
It
thought.
was
I'm trying to
Obama
get
in
clarity too.
2016 for
It
sure.
was no,
Obama
it
in
was no
2016.
not to do it. It was
It was
we're gonna
like,
pay y'all we're gonna help oversee. There was helping them with their nuclear program to do nuclear power,
Yeah, power.
not for bombs, but for have nuclear energy.
So he gave them money to assist them in nuclear energy.
yeah, their
Nuclear
program,
power,
nuclear
period.
program.
And what was the trade off?
What
There was no
what
trade
trade
off.
off? I don't know if we got
Like
any.
it
There
was.
was like a sanction though, right? Like they weren't supposed to use that, or they weren't supposed to create anything nuclear though, right?
Yeah, see,
They
that's
weren't
why
supposed to
it's
go to war with
important.
Israel. Because if they would have went to war with Israel, Obama wasn't going to stand with Israel.
Mm.
Damn, the
See, it's
chat
funny.
said
Like,
Trump said Hillary gave Iran uranium. Like what the fuck?
now how did she? Well, because she was the Secretary of State. So if Hillary did it, that means she was the Secretary of State up under Obama. So you can't put it on Hillary. You got to put it on him.
Yeah, I just did a quick little search. It just said that the agreement to limit the Iranian nuclear program in return for sanctions relief and other provisions. So whatever sanctions they had put on them originally for.
Yeah, love. This shit finna go crazy. This shit finna go crazy.